Welcome to the Heart of the City Regina Downtown podcast series, episode 20. I will be your host, Dominika Denev, Manager of Marketing and Communications for Regina Downtown Business Improvement District. During this episode, you'll meet Matthew Gourlie, Communications Coordinator at Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. Matthew joins to share how the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame continues to think outside the box and explore different ways to share Saskatchewan sport history. We discuss postponing the 2020 Induction, gallery renovations, and creating Active Champions remote summer programming. Stay tuned. Lots of exciting changes to come.
Today, I am joined by Matthew Gourlie, Communications Coordinator for the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Dominika.
How are you today?
Doing very well. Thanks. Yourself?
Awesome. I'm doing well as well. I would like to welcome you on the podcast, and I know you have a lot of wonderful information to share with us, and we wanted to kick it off with what's going to be happening for the summer at the Sports Hall of Fame.
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah, we're excited that we're able to offer some programming this summer. Normally, it's a busy time for us with school children out of school and daycares coming in to visit the Hall of Fame, and obviously that won't be quite the same this year, but we are able to offer our Creating Active Champions program, which is sort of a get fit and get active program involving a bit of sport history, and it's geared towards students who are age 6 to 12. So we're able to do that remotely this year. We have a student named Ross Vanstone who ran the program last year, and he'll be back again this year. So we're excited to have him back. He did a great job last year. And Ross will be hosting Creating Active Champions virtually this year. So we're doing that online. We're going to be doing it live on Facebook. So you can go to our Facebook page to find that. That's going to start on July 6th. And there'll be 2 sessions a day, one at 10 a.m. and one at 1:30 p.m. Those morning afternoon sessions will probably be pretty similar day to day, but every day it'll be something a little bit different, be it some sport history that'll be taught, but also some physical activity, some games, some lessons. We're hoping to be able to have some guests come on as well, possibly, now that we're able to kind of link people in remotely. It kind of opens up opportunities. So we're trying to explore and find different ways of bringing this program together and taking advantage of the fact that we don't need to have everyone in the same space if we can.
That's really exciting. And so you said that starts on July 6th. When does that end?
It ends August 21st.
August 21st. Okay, awesome. And then do you have to register for that, or is it just connecting with the information when it comes about when the Facebook Lives are going to be?
Yeah, it'll be live every day, Monday to Friday, starting at 10 a.m. and it lasts around 90 minutes, give or take, and then it'll be on again in the afternoon at 1:30. So whatever works for your schedule is great. And if you want to register, you can. We do have a small gift package for participants that we normally would hand out in person. And if you let us know that you've taken part and fill out our evaluation form online, we'll have your information. And once we're able to be a little bit less socially distant and the Hall of Fame is back open again, you can pick up those packages, quantities limited, though not too limited, hopefully, after the COVID-19 restrictions are lifted. So we're excited to be able to offer those gift packages as well to keep kids active after they've taken part in the program.
Wonderful. That sounds super fun. Now, you also have some other information about some renovations that are going on.
Yeah, we were, I don't know if it was fortunate or unfortunate, but we were in the midst of renovations when the COVID restrictions came in. So it was quite simple for us to close because we had already been closed, but it did sort of limit a little bit our renovations. Some of our suppliers had to step aside as well. So we're still in the midst of renovations. We're still busy working, and we're excited about it as it's starting to take some shape. But it's going to maybe affect our ability to reopen. We're just hearing now that Phase 4, Part 1 is coming in pretty quick here. So we'll be Phase 4, Part 2. So we're still not sure when that is, but we expect it might be maybe a month, depending by time we can get an exhibit set up and everything ready to display. But we'll have a totally renovated Gallery 3, which we're really excited about, and a new way of displaying and honoring our inductees. And we also have a new STEM gallery, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And sort of it'll be an interactive gallery detailing some of the science of sport. And SaskTel's been great to us and been a good sponsor for that program. So we're excited to get that finally together. And personally, I'm excited to actually see what it's going to look like. So we've been talking about it for a while, and just actually see it physically, we're excited about. So hopefully some new and exciting things once we are able to reopen. It'll be a little bit of time, but a new look. And so we're excited to, after being closed for so long, to be able to reopen, have something exciting to show people when they're able to return.
Awesome. So stay tuned is what I'm hearing here. Lots of fun stuff
Definitely.
coming down the pipeline. Yeah. And I know you
Definitely.
mentioned inductees. So you had some information about what's going to be happening with the 2020 induction programming.
Yeah, unfortunately, our induction for 2020, we've decided to postpone, and our 2020 induction class, which we were going to be announcing in the spring, we've decided to hold off, and we'll be announcing them early in 2021, and we'll bring them forward as the 2021 induction class. So there won't be a 2020 induction class per se, but the group that was to go in for 2020 will now be inducted in the fall of 2021. And so we just really wanted to, as best we can, hopefully have the induction at such a time when everyone could come home. We have some inductees who live outside the country, a couple more that also live outside the province. So often these are a chance for the inductees to come back to Saskatchewan, see family, see former teammates, and it's sort of a mini reunion or a family reunion, depending on the case. So it's a really important aspect of the induction weekend, as far as we're concerned, is having the athletes being able to bring everyone back together and celebrate and honor them in the right way. And so there was ways we could have done it virtually. We discussed some possibilities and ways of doing it remotely, but we just felt it would really be great to bring everyone together in person and give them those opportunities to have those face-to-face interactions and face-to-face memories if we could.
Now, if our listeners wanted to find out more information about the inductee process, where would they locate that?
There's a page on our website under inductees, and it'll also direct you in how to nominate an inductee if you're so inclined. And we would love for people to nominate inductees this year if they're interested. We're also pushing back the nomination process for a year. Every nominee is eligible for 3 years. So if your nominee isn't actually put forward for induction in a year, they would still be up for nomination for another 2 years after that. And so we would love to be able to sort of stockpile some really worthy people in the next year or two, to then hopefully have some really, really strong classes moving forward once we are able to start inducting people back on an annual basis. I know everyone's in a different boat. I have people I know who are got 18 million balls and juggling balls in the air, and they're kind of overwhelmed. And I know the people who have some hours to kill. So if you're feeling like you want a project to take some time, there is a lot of information about how to nominate an inductee. There are a lot of worthy people, I think, that are still out there that haven't been nominated. So we're always excited to see new nominations come forward. And that's all available on our website, which is sassporthalloffame.com. So yeah, we'd love to see people bring forward nominations. And if you're going to, just email us and let us know. We can help you with all the details.
Wonderful. And was there anything else you wanted to share with us today, Matthew?
Not really. We're just really happy that we're able to get some programming off the ground and doing some things remotely. We've had a program where our inductees reached out to schools, and we were able to match both schools and or teachers with individual inductees, and some did sort of Zoom meetings or a different presentation in that fashion. Some were sort of almost pen pals online with a teacher kind of monitoring those interactions. But it's been a great chance to get our inductees, especially some who are, in BC or farther away, to interact with school children and tell them their stories on a one-on-one basis. And so that's been fun to kind of get that in-class interaction virtually, when normally that would be something we would do face-to-face during the school year. We're able to do that virtually again, sort of late spring, early summer. We're happy that that's been going fairly well. We're happy that the inductees have been able to take time and I guess interact with the school kids, and everyone seems to be enjoying it a lot. So it might be something we carry forward even once we are able to have people go to classrooms face-to-face.
That's awesome. And like you said, even though you might not be able to open your doors physically, but you're able to kind of open up virtually and be able to expand what you guys are offering. So it sounds like a lot of great things coming out this summer, and just as a result of the pandemic, even though the pandemic itself isn't that great, but it's great to hear the positive spin that you guys have been having with this. And I know you have some exciting things coming up too, you mentioned Ross joining back with the team for the summer programming, but you also have another summer student coming on to help with some of the social media and engagement. And I know you guys are going to be joining on the BIDS Instagram takeover in July. So I'm looking forward to see all this kind of stuff you can share with us, and maybe some sneak peeks about the renovations even when you guys are on there. So
yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to it, and hopefully share some things and have some stuff to show people. We're really great that we're able to keep some of our staff on. Obviously, it's tough times for a lot of businesses and certainly a lot of museums, but we're happy that we've been able to find ways to keep our summer students employed, and grants have been great in that regard. So we appreciate that as well. And it's going to be really good to have sort of full staff again for the summer as we normally do. And we're looking forward to doing different things online and trying to, I guess, think outside the box a little bit and find different ways of sharing Saskatchewan sport history, whether it be online or virtually or through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're looking at starting TikTok here fairly soon, so I'm not quite sure what that'll look like, but we're kind of looking forward to trying something a little bit different. So I think Ross is young enough; he can handle a little more of the TikTok than I will. But we'll see
come
how
on,
it goes.
you could be on there.
You've not seen me dance clearly, but we'll find some ways of getting people active and getting moving, and it should be fun. So we're looking for fun ways to engage with people in Saskatchewan, whether they be students or anyone else. So we're looking forward to finding new ways of engaging.
Love it. That'll be fun. Do you want to just share with everybody one last time? You mentioned your website, but where else can they follow along and what your social media handles are?
For sure. Yeah, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're also on TikTok, though right now there's nothing posted for TikTok, but if you want to follow us, hopefully we'll have some stuff up there early in July. But the handle for everything is Sask Sports HF. So, at Sask Sports HF or /Sask Sports HF, depending what platform you're on. But if you search for that, we're pretty easy to find, and we're posting content. We have a story coming up here on the website we'll be sharing fairly quickly about an Olympian from Saskatchewan who won a bronze medal at the Olympics in a pretty interesting race. We have trivia, we have weekly facts, so different things are getting posted there. So we'd love for you to follow us and hopefully learn some things and hopefully have some fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Matthew, for taking the time and coming on the podcast to share what's up and coming for the summer and what we can look forward to into the new year. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.